After 4 consecutive seasons of Baylor finishing on top of the women's basketball standings, the Big 12 preseason poll has a different look. The league's coaches voted in the poll and could not vote for their own team. We'll start with Texas Tech and Coach Candy Whitaker, who goes into her second season with a revamped roster that features 8 newcomers. 3 starters return, including senior guard Amber Battle, who led the Lady Raiders in scoring and rebounding last season. The team should also get a boost from senior forward Kelsey Baker, who returns after missing last season with an injury. The big news at Kansas State is a new coach. Jeff Mittie moved from TCU to replace Deb Patterson, who had coached the Wildcats throughout their Big 12 history. Kansas State has 10 players returning from last year's team that tied for 8th in the standings. 2 starters are back, senior guard Asha Woods and sophomore forward Brianna Lewis, who started 24 games as a freshman. Kansas has been picked for 8th place, but with 4 returning starters, the Jayhawks will aim to prove that prediction wrong. Senior forward Chelsea Gardner, a preseason All-Big 12 selection, led Kansas in scoring and rebounding last season. She has a versatile offensive game that is hard to stop. KU's backcourt will need to step up and improve if the Jayhawks are to move up in the standings and return to the NCAA tournament. Reagan Pebley takes over as TCU's coach, replacing Jeff Mittie. She inherits a team that could make some noise. 4 starters return from last year's team that won 18 games and finished 7th in the Big 12. Junior guard Zaina Medley averaged 17.1 per game last season and is a preseason All-Big 12 pick. Replacing the defense and rebounding of Latricia Lovings will be Pebley's biggest challenge. Iowa State's Bill Finley is the Big 12's longest tenured coach, and his teams are always a threat to reach the NCAA tournament. 4 starters returned from last season's 20-11 team. Replacing the scoring, rebounding, and leadership of the versatile Holly Christopherson will be a key to this year's team. Freshmen will be expected to contribute at the center position. Senior guard Nikki Moody has continued Iowa State's tradition of outstanding point guard play. Oklahoma had a star-crossed season as injuries and close losses led to a 5th-place Big 12 finish. Replacing veteran guards Aaron Ellenberg and Morgan Hook won't be easy, but 3 starters are returning, along with 5 players who saw considerable playing time. 7 newcomers are on the roster, including McKenna Treese, a 6'4" freshman center who could step in and provide inside scoring and rebounding. The Tiffany Bias era ended with Oklahoma State losing in the Sweet 16. The Cowgirls are again expected to finish near the top of the Big 12 and contend for an NCAA spot. 3 starters return: Liz Donahoe, Brittany Martin, and LaShawn Jones. Sophomore Rashunda Johnson, who got experience as a starter last season, will replace Bias. She has shown the ability to continue Oklahoma State's tradition of outstanding point guard play. West Virginia returns 3 starters from the team that won 30 games and shared last season's regular season Big 12 title. Junior guard Bria Holmes, chosen as the preseason player of the year, averaged 15.2 points per game and led the Mountaineers in 3-point shooting last season. Replacing the steady scoring and rebounding provided by post Asia Bussey will go a long way toward deciding West Virginia's success. Baylor will attempt to win its 5th consecutive regular season title. The previous 4 came thanks to the play of Brittany Griner and Odyssey Sims, but it's a new era in Waco. This year's team will rely on junior point guard Nia Johnson and sophomore Nina Davis. Davis was a key factor on last year's Elite 8 team, averaging 15 points and 8.9 rebounds a game. Sune Ebuke, a steady rebounder and shot blocker, is the only senior on the roster. Texas, with 4 starters returning, is the coach's pick to win this year's regular season title. The Longhorns, in their 2nd season under Coach Karen Aston, returned to the NCAA tournament after a 1-year absence. The inside duo of Nneka Enampali and Imani McGee-Stafford combined to average 22 points and 16 rebounds per game last season. Ariel Atkins, selected as the preseason Freshman of the Year, is a stellar recruit who could add production in the Texas backcourt. For the Big 12 Digital Network, I'm Wendell Barnhouse.